victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My spot superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and
we welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Tennessee Titans. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first. The Titans at 3-5, 2 games under 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's got room. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. 60 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Malik Willis with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans are on the board first here this afternoon. Solid finish to a solid opening drive, and that's the threat that he represents. He can take off and score on you.
What he makes it is 11-on-11 football, because a lot of the times the quarterback isn't much of a runner, so you don't have to account for him. Well, you do with him, and now he actually gets a lead blocker instead, and he's able to cash that one in.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 16. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll drop this down to Williams. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. The Broncos send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Fielded at the 33. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start. It's certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Come on. Hey. 19, Tiger, 19.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Second down throw coming by Willis. Flush, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Randy Gregory in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for it.
Under pressure, they got him again. Randy Gregory drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wilson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Henry will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Henry running right. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Willis looks to pass it here. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 41.
They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you
Don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They go play action now. Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got him in, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Albert Okwuegbunam, 68 yards. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. McManus's point after is good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 2nd and 9, Willis. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Finding space at the 40.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now on 2nd and 13.
Willis got this complete to Racey McMath.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Third down, it's Willis.
And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
To the air on first down, here's Willis. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On second down, here's Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
65 yards.
Willis from the gun on third down.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That gain on third down, good for 28.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And it's a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 75. And the Titans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Dancing to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Devontae Harris. And the Titans are going to take over here up near the 40. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Escaping the pressure right. Complete. It's Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Henry. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Bronco 80. 19 tight. 19 tight.
On 2nd and 10, Willis. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they needed 2. They could only get 1. Fourth down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. Rolling to his left. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Now Wilson on first down. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. From the gun, it's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tim Patrick, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Extra point from McManus is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Broncos 14.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Titans offense set to begin the drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Willis with it on 3rd and 1. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. To throw is Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Simple.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down on the play by Amani Hooker.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
You normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into Danger Russ.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
131 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
18 7 Pirates.
Willis looking to throw on first down.
He completes it to Henry. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Play action. Here's Willis.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
60 Bison.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards.
On 3rd down, it's Willis.
Over the middle, it's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
A handoff, running left, Henry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Off the option, here's Henry.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now Willis on 3rd down.
This will be caught at about the 6. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
4th down, Willis.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Chigakonkwo,
a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Titans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Bullock good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target.
And that'll bring up second down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here, he gets a chance to be a pass rusher, takes on the challenge of blitzing, and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And got his man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Willis to throw.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
To Henry. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it's second down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Here's Willis. Over the middle into the hands of Burks.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 36. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. 11 more on that one and another first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Here's another kneel down as he'll try to set up the game winner. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Broncos who are going to get the first shot at things. They'll have it here as we start in overtime.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile.
Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. He had the interception woes in regulation, and now they carry over into overtime. And on the other side, CD, all they need is a field goal to win it.
I'm glad you pointed that out, Brandon, because he has not been sharp all game long. He's been rather loose with some of his passes, and this one might cost him the ball game.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Stuffed for a loss by the linebacker, Josie Jewell.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Now Willis gets his shot here in OT.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now Willis gets his shot in overtime.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
On for a very important punt here in overtime. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And it's fielded at the 34. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. On second down, Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Second down and 8. Up the middle, it's Williams. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Now Wilson, option right, and he is going to lose yardage here. It was Bud Dupree fighting through and making the tackle. But that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue.
And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. An absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. Well, things